Your information station, WTIM.
It's the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Glad to have you along. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, Facebook, or on YouTube at WTIM TV. Lots of events and programs with the Macon County Conservation District right now, and I have Director of Program Services, Alicia Callison, on the phone. Great to have you back here, Alicia.
Great to be back. Thank you.
You have the Festival of Spring and the Sangamon River cleanup this Saturday. I know we've dove into everything that's going on with those. Perhaps provide me a little bit of an overview and a reminder to come on out this weekend.
Yeah, so this weekend we're celebrating Earth Day at Rock Springs Conservation Area. And to start that off, we'll be doing our Sangamon River cleanup. So if you want to get your hands a little bit dirty and you want to contribute, if you want to do something on a personal level to support Earth Day, this is a really good opportunity. We'll be cleaning up trash from along the Sangamon River. That is this Saturday from 10 to noon. And then directly following that will be our Festival of Spring. We have lots of really fun activities out here. From 12 to 4, we'll have tours of the Homestead Prairie Farm. We'll have wagon rides. We'll have canoeing. A lot of different community organizations will be out here talking about what they're working on right now, including Decatur Audubon Society, Community Environmental Council, the Boy Scouts, Garden Club, and lots of others. And basically, we'll just have a lot of really fun things for the whole family for a really good afternoon outside enjoying nature.
Earlier in the day, too, there's bird banding from 8 to 10 a.m. You're going to be banding birds, and you get to observe it. That's something else you can do Saturday. And also, just looking at your event page, canoeing is $3, but everything else is free. Is there anything else that you'd like to include about your Festival of Spring?
Yeah, one thing else that I should probably mention is that the Illinois Raptor Center will be here that afternoon as well, and they'll be doing a few different bird of prey shows. So they'll have live birds out here. Last year they brought a bald eagle, they had a Cooper's hawk, and I believe a peregrine falcon. And they talk a little bit about the natural history of those animals, and you get to see them up close. It's really cool. We never know what they're going to bring, so it's always kind of a surprise what they'll be talking to us about. But if you're interested in birds or seeing, these birds of prey up close, you definitely don't want to miss it, and that's totally free.
You know, Alicia, one of the things that you are the Macon County Conservation District, and obviously you're very involved in conserving the outdoors, but you're also very into preserving history and historical sites. You, this weekend, can tour the Trobaugh Good House. Tell me what that is.
So the Trobaugh Good House, that is an 1860s era farmhouse that we have here on the property at Rock Springs. And it is a really unique house in that it's never been picked up and moved from its original foundation. A lot of these older farmhouses have been moved at some point throughout their history, but ours sits on its original foundation. And so we have converted it back to an 1860s-esque kind of museum on the inside. So you can come and take a tour of the house and kind of see how a family that would have lived in this home, kind of how they would have lived. So especially for kids, it's kind of eye-opening, I think, because there's no indoor plumbing, there's no electricity, there's no TV, and it's all just different from the way of life that we currently have. And then outside of the home, we have an heirloom garden that is managed by the University of Illinois Extension Master Gardeners. And so you can take a tour of that garden and kind of learn what is an heirloom variety of plant, and what are we planting and what do we do with the produce that we grow.
And I also understand that kids can win some pretty cool prizes. What kind of prizes can they win?
Yeah, so we'll have an opportunity for kids to come out, and we'll have a little checkoff sheet that they can take around to the different stations, get it, initialed or signed off on, and then they can turn that in for some kind of prize at our prize table. And that we've got a few different little things that they could take home with them. And several of the community organizations will also have some kind of activity or take-home kit at their booths as well. So there should be several different goodies out here for them.
Excellent. And if people have any questions, or do they need to register, or how's that work?
Yeah, you don't have to register. You just come on out. Most of the activities are from 12 to 4 p.m. And like we mentioned, the canoeing is the only thing that does have a fee, and it's a small fee, $3 per person. If you want more information with the full schedule of events, you can visit our website at maconcountyconservation.org.
Also, coming up in the very, very near future, you have yoga in the forest. I don't know if I've ever done yoga in the forest before. Tell me a little bit about this event.
Yes, so this is a really fun and unique opportunity to come out and do yoga in our pine forest. So I don't have you ever been to our pine forest before?
No. Well, no. I've been to the Macon County Conservation District campgrounds, but not the pine forest before.
Okay, well, you got to come sometime.
Right?
The pine forest is a really popular place, probably the most popular place that we have here at Rock Springs, which is always funny to me because it's the only place here that's not planted with native plants. The pine forest is white pines, which aren't native to this area.
Interesting.
They were planted here 60 years ago or so, and they just kind of stayed. And people love it. They come out. It's very peaceful. It's very serene, and it's a really great place to kind of recharge and reconnect with nature. And so we have a yoga instructor. Her name is Michelle Hutz, and she is going to lead some yoga for us in the pine forest. It's really beautiful out there, especially kind of as the sun is coming through the trees and it's creating all these really beautiful shadows. So this is a totally free program. It will be this Sunday, April 23rd at 3 p.m. And yeah, if you like yoga, you want to do yoga in the outdoors, this is a really fun opportunity.
You guys have a bunch of different events outdoors that you can do to try and relax your nerves. And looking at your calendar, the next Sunday, you also have an opportunity to do some artwork in nature. That's the Paint With Me. And I'm not going to try to pronounce the subset of this title, but go ahead and tell me a little bit more about the Paint With Me event, Sunday, April 30th.
Yeah, so it's called Paint With Me on plein air. And
how's it
yeah.
looks?
And basically, the idea behind that is to paint outside. So with these programs, basically what we do is we have a staff member or a volunteer who is an artist that sets up outside, and then the registrants or the participants will kind of follow along as they paint something out in nature. So it's outdoors, you are in the air, and you are kind of walking through a painting with a leader.
Sounds nice and relaxing. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
just what I need after a busy start to spring. And one other thing I wanted to mention before we went to timeout is how the Macon County Conservation District is constantly educating kids and trying to expand their learning, especially children, younger children too, with their mini camps. What is your mini camp scheduled for the end of this month?
Yeah, so for the end of this month, we are looking at weather. And that's kind of been the theme this whole spring. And so at the end of April, we'll be talking about the sun. We'll talk about, what is the sun? What does it do for us? What do we get from it? And we do this with children ages 1 through 5 with their adult buddy. And we do it through song and a craft, and we have a snack. We go outside. It's a really good opportunity to get your small children outside and curious about nature and interacting with other children that are similar in age to them. It's a lot of fun. It's only an hour long, so it's not a huge time commitment. And we think that the kids get a lot out of it.
And more information when you go to maconcountyconservation.org. Click on the event calendar. It'll have all the different information for all the events and activities that Alicia mentioned. More from Alicia Cowson, Director of Program Services with the Macon County Conservation District, after this short break, right here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Your information station, WTIM.
It's a WTIM morning show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I have the Macon County Conservation District on the phone. That's Director of Program Services, Alicia Callison, and talking about all the great events that you have coming up this spring. One of those events includes your annual Rock Springs Ramble 5K and Run. I understand this is a returning event. Tell me a little bit about this year's edition, the third annual Rock Springs Ramble.
Yeah, so this is the third year that we've done this race. It's the second year that we've done it in person. The first year was unfortunately during COVID and we had to do it virtually. So this is really the second year we've done it, full-fledged. And this is a fundraiser for our Macon County Conservation Foundation. And if you're not familiar with the foundation, it's an organization that helps raise funds for natural area restoration and education. So basically, they are helping to fund replanting prairies and growing the forest and managing the land that we have here at the district. So we really appreciate the work that they do. And this is an opportunity to support that work. So the Rock Springs Ramble is a 5K run walk. You can run it, you can walk it, whatever's comfortable for you. We'll also have a 1 mile fun run walk. If a 5K is maybe just a little too intense, but you still want to get out there and do something, the 1 mile might be a good fit for you. And there's also a kids fun run. So this is really fun. It's an opportunity for the kids to get out there and run around a little bit and then win a little medal. And if you want, you can also do the Rock Springs Challenge, we're calling it. And it's the 5K and the 1 mile together. So we'll have Door 4 Brewing Company out here. They'll have a Bloody Mary and mimosa bar. Registrants will get one free drink, and then anything past that is on your own. We'll have some fun prizes, including medals and painted rocks. And we'll have like a tote bag and a t-shirt. And basically, it's just a really good opportunity to support a good cause and get out there and run in a really beautiful setting and enjoy nature on a run.
That extra mile, what does that make it, like a little more than 4 miles?
Oh gosh,
I think it does. 5K is about a little more than 3.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that's about right. So hey, if you think you can go through a 5K with a breeze, add an extra mile on. Push yourself a little bit.
Right, why not?
Yeah, why not? Anything else that you'd like to include about the Rock Springs Ramble 5K run and walk?
Yeah, so that event will be held Saturday, May 20th, starting around 8 a.m. So if you want to get some more information about that event, if you want to learn how to sign up, you can visit our website, maconcountyconservation.org, or you can also visit runsignup.com. You should be able to find the event there as well.
Going back to your involvement with children, this summer you are returning your summer camps for kids of the Macon County Conservation District. That's exciting.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of different summer camps that we offer actually, and a lot of people don't realize that we do this. But we have several fun camps that are nature themed for ages 1 through 15. And then new this year, we've added a history camp. So this is for kids that are ages 6 through 12 that have an interest in history and want to learn a little bit about life in the 1800s. We really want this camp to be a success. We think that it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have a kiddo that's kind of interested in history, definitely check out our website and get some more information about that. And if you have a kiddo that's interested in nature, we have a few different options as well. We have an all-day, week-long summer camp. We have a couple of camps that meet just 1 day a week or 1 morning a week. And then we have our mini camps as well. We have a bunch of mini camps that meet in the summer. So lots of opportunities for kids ages 1 through 15, like I mentioned. And you can find information about that on our website at maconcountyconservation.org.
What would you say is the difference between your adventure club and your extreme camp? Seem kind of similar, different ages though?
So they are quite different.
Okay.
Adventure Club is like a bite-sized version of our full-day week-long camp called Earth Adventures. It gets a little confusing with the names.
No worries. Go ahead.
Adventure Club meets on Tuesday mornings from 9 to 12, and this is for kids ages 5 through 12. So it's just a Tuesday morning camp for those kids who kind of want a bite-sized version of the week-long thing. And then Extreme Camp is for our older kiddos. So it's for ages 10 through 15. They meet, it's a few Wednesdays throughout the summer that we offer this camp. It's all day, and they go off-site somewhere and do some kind of fun activity. So I know one day they're going caving. They're going to go explore a cave. 1 week they're going to the Gem Museum in McLean County, which is really cool, and they love that. So there are some fun, a little bit more adventurous activities for those Extreme Camp kiddos.
And you can find more information at maconcountyconservation.org and search for the summer camps. Alicia, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk a little bit about the Macon County Conservation District. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark at People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. You can also listen anytime online when you visit TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM